There is a thin line between where a new idea is coming and where it begins. Discoveries come from any era and any time. Why we are here, what is life, what I'm doing here. Such questions are coming more and more in any person soon or later. It's only natural for people and humanity to look more than eyes meet. For every question arises a new demand for knowledge, and this leads to progress more and more. Science, art, music, philosophy, psychology, and every matter are the result of years and years of humankind's knowledge that constantly create what we call collective knowledge. Thanks to modern technology, we are now more connected than yesterday. We can share a deep knowledge of life, of the world, of the universe. But what is the goal? What is the purpose of this struggling life that keeps us tight on this earth? Why do we keep demanding ourselves to carry on and find something in our lives? Is it something we have since the beginning, or maybe it's the result of our environment? Is it maybe something that we cannot explain nor judge to ourselves, something so deep and covered by light and darkness that to explain we refer to that as God? But what is it, God? A man or a father or a supreme being? Since always in human history, all these questions are raised but never fulfilled a real answer. For sure, religions tried to give more than an explanation to humankind, but too often were used for reasons different from what they were supposed to be. But if you're here, probably you keep questioning yourself and your life, probably looking for something different, often something better. But what? The answer, as always, is a process of struggling, trying, and error that sometimes takes more than one life to find the right one. Together, from now on, we will try to give you some hints and knowledge that for some are just fictional. For someone else, it's the truth. It's up to you to believe or not in what we will tell in this channel, but certainly, every word is fulfilled with an intent. The intent is to help someone, even if little, even if it's just a drop in the sea of knowledge. But before we begin this journey, let me say one thing, the most important. If you want to walk this path, then there is no guru or master that you should follow. The only master is you, and the process of understanding is more important than the result of the process. Now, let the journey begins.
Imagine a dark cave, deep underground, where light is a rare visitor. In this cave, a group of people have been imprisoned since childhood. They are chained in such a way that they can only look at the cave's wall in front of them. They can't see the entrance or even each other. In the cave, the prisoners can see only the wall in front of them. Behind them burns a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners, there is a raised walkway. People outside the cave walk along this walkway, carrying objects or puppets of men and other living things. The shadows of these objects are cast on the wall the prisoners are facing. To the prisoners, these shadows are the only reality they know. They have no knowledge of the outside world. They only understand the shadows as the true forms of objects. Now, imagine one of the prisoners is freed from their chains. At first, the light of the fire burns his eyes and he is dazzled, but gradually he adjusts to the light and begins to see the objects that cast the shadows. Eventually, he understands that these objects are more real than the shadows. Driven by curiosity, he leaves the cave and enters the outside world. Initially blinded by the sunlight, he slowly acclimates to the brightness and sees the world in all its splendor. He realizes that the sun is the source of life and light, far beyond the dim cave's fire. Filled with a sense of duty, he returns to the cave to free the others. But the prisoners, still shackled and accustomed to their shadowy reality, resist and even ridicule him. They cannot fathom the existence of a world beyond their shadows. So, what does this allegory mean? Plato uses the cave as a metaphor for human ignorance and the journey to enlightenment. The shadows represent perceptions based on incomplete knowledge. The journey out of the cave symbolizes the philosopher's ascent to understanding and the pursuit of true knowledge. Even today, Plato's allegory of the cave remains relevant. It challenges us to question our own perceptions and seek deeper truths. Are we content with the shadows on the wall, or are we willing to step into the light of knowledge?
This was the first argument that you can use to think about, and in case meditate on it. Thank you for watching. If you wish, leave a comment below with your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you will be notified for new videos about esotericism, occultism, mystery, history, and more.